Other appeal. For anyone addressing the board today, please give us your name and address for the record, and then tell us what your hardship is or what your objection to this request may be. You will be given our decision today verbally, and you will receive our decision in writing within 10 days. Zoning approvals can be issued immediately following the hearing in our office at room B200. However, you will first be required to obtain a permit from the Jefferson County Department of Health if your application involves connection to a septic tank, or the Jefferson County Environmental Services Department if your application involves connection to the sanitary sewer. Anyone disagreeing with the board's decision today has 15 days in which to file an appeal in circuit court. Also, we would ask that you silence any electronic devices during this meeting. First case is case number A250025. Property owners BVP LLC. Would staff please present the case?
Yes, ma'am. This is a variance from the terms of the zoning regulation to allow construction of a convenience store to be located 25 feet to Valley Road in lieu of the 35 feet, which is required by our zoning regulations. The existing zone is C1. Property is vacant. It's 0.94 acres. The small village contains residences and automobile repair shop and a recently constructed mini storage facility. This area is bordered by Lakeshore Drive to the north. The right is Robert Trent Golf Course to the east and south, and Shannon Road to the east. Across Shannon Road from this site is a shopping center anchored by public storage. The gist of this case is that they're required to dedicate right-of-way off Valley Road. As a result of having to dedicate that right-of-way, they won't be able to maintain the setback to Valley Road. I also want to add a little caveat that contour is a very steep slope there, so actually moving the building really wouldn't be practical. We've run this by Roads and Transportation. They don't see any problem with them not having that setback. Therefore, staff recommends approval for case A250025.
Thank you. Does any member of the board have questions for staff or the applicant regarding this case?
No.
Okay. At this time, we'd like to open a public hearing regarding this item. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition or in support of this request? Please step forward and give us your name and address, sir.
My name is Russell Ware with the Capstone Engineering Group, and my address is P.O. Box 20603, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I'm the engineer for this project, and really he explained what we're trying to accomplish, and if you have any questions that I may, I'll be happy to answer them.
Do y'all have any questions for it?
No.
Any questions? Anyone here to speak in opposition? Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, the public hearing is now closed. If there are no other questions or comments from the board members, may I have a motion from the board?
Madam Chair, I motion that we approve item number A250025.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Your variance has been granted. Okay, our next case is A250026. Property owner Corey Hammond. Would staff please present the case?
Yes, ma'am. This is case A250026. It's a use variance to allow an online automotive sales business to allow 40 by 90-foot existing metal building and a 6-foot by 4-foot sign on the property in conjunction with the business, with the business space and sign need in order to comply with state requirements for all automotive dealers, either online or general retail. The business owner resides on an adjacent lot. Staff has recommended that he combine it so it will indeed be a home, on a business, a homeowner's business. The area consists of scattered residences in a rural developed pattern in A1 agriculture zoning. There's a large mill bond. It's 11.3 acres. The gist of this is new requirements for car dealership require that the owner of the business have a building with a sign, and that requirement is what we looking right here at him having to have that building and the sign. It's a use variance to allow him to use that in a different zoning. Staff does recommend approval should the board be inclined to approve this. It should have no more than 5 vehicles involved with the business, no more than 2 persons who are not family members of the resident shall be on the premises at any time relative to the building. Any employment shall be limited to members of the family residing in the dwelling on Lot 1 of the Justice Family Lot 2 subdivision. The variance shall expire upon the expiration of the business license issued of the property. At no point shall the business be in operation if the business owner does not reside on the same lot of record or on Lot 1 of the Justice Family 2 lot subdivision, as recorded in map book 247, page 70 in the Office of Jefferson County Judge of Probate Division, Birmingham Division. The property shall be resurveyed so that the shed currently on Lot 2 and residents on Lot 1 are on the same lot of record with 2 years. The business operation shall be monitored and reviewed by staff. The Board of Zone Adjustment may exercise the privilege to reconsider this case should there be sufficient concern or staff. There is no hardship in the case. The applicant is merely asking for permission to utilize in conjunction with an internet-based business and to comply with the state requirements of this particular type of business. The applicant's property consists of 2 lots of record, as stated earlier, 1 large lot that consists of a large shed, the other smaller lot to the north contains the applicant's residence. The zoning regulation allows for home occupation for home-based businesses with restrictions on employment, outside storage, limitations on patrons, as I read before, and time restrictions. The property is accessed by a driveway that extends for more than 500 feet from McCombs Chapel Road and is buffered from adjacent properties on McCombs and Chapel Road. You can see that on the aerial photo. Within recent years, the state has changed the laws regulating automotive sales, whereby automotive dealer license holders are now required to have a building and a sign, as previously stated. Regardless of whether or not the dealer actually engages in on-site sales, he still is going to be required to have the building and the sign. The sign's requirement conflicts with zoning requirements for businesses that are remote or home-based. If there were no storage of vehicles and the state did not require the building or sign, the business would not have to be permitted in such. In approval of the proposal should be restricted as I stated earlier. Therefore, staff recommends approval on case A-25026 with the stipulation if the board deems fit.
Okay, thank you. Does any member of the board have questions for staff or the applicant regarding this case?
I will hold mine until we hear from, if there's anybody that's got a...
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay, at this time, we'd like to open a public hearing regarding this item. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition or support to this request? If you do, please come forward, give us your name and address.
Good afternoon. My name is Corey Hameen. I do reside at 3050 McCombs Chapel Road, so I am the homeowner and the building owner. the 11.2 or so acres that the house and the building sits on. I also own the adjoining 26 acres that's right next to it. So it's all pretty much right there together, but on separate lots. As the staff had stated earlier, if there was not a requirement for the state, I wouldn't be looking to even have a physical building, because most things are pretty much online sales now anyway, but it is a requirement for the state, so that's why I'm asking for the variance that I'm asking for. Does anyone have any questions for me?
Does the board have questions for Mr. Hameen?
Do you know about the opposition to this?
I'm not aware.
Okay. There are quite a few letters of opposition on this, and it's not, some of it is pertaining to this variance, but there are some that are pertaining to other variances, which I kind of have more questions about the ones that pertain to a different type of variance. The pool parties and such, do you do those regularly?
No, that was last year, I think, when I first moved that first year.
Okay. So I mean, but I was looking at the advertisement, and it was a charge to enter, and it was an age limit, and so it said bartender on site. So that you were selling alcohol there?
Absolutely not. So what I was doing, if someone, say, wanted to rent the property for a pool party, so whatever advertisement you may be seeing may be something that individual put out there, but no, at that time they wanted to have the pool party on the property.
So it was like an event center?
Not particularly an event center, because I live in the residence. I mean, I reside there. So if I had somebody that wanted to have something there at the house.
Wanted to host an event there?
Well, I guess you would say host an event, but
Okay.
It was just between me and that individual, and then whatever they did was what they did there for the evening. But that's been, like I said, that's been since I first moved there. So once I kind of really settled in, I don't have anything there anymore.
Okay, so you don't do that on a regular,
no,
you're not
no,
going to do it again?
No, absolutely not.
Because you realize that would be a different zoning if you're doing it like a event
Absolutely,
zoning.
yeah, so nothing goes on there. I mean, that's where I live every day. I reside at the property.
Okay.
You have any other questions?
So, but you don't, do you have vehicles there? When you do the online, is everything done online, or do you buy them and bring them to your home?
Well, I have 4 or 5 vehicles there. I mean, you have to have some type of inventory. Some people want to see something.
Yeah.
So I have 4, maybe 5 vehicles there now. The 40 by 90 building is large enough that I don't have to have anything outside. And in addition to that, you can't, if you look at the map and the road and the tree line and the houses, once you pass that, my 2 gates, the tree lines, you can't see anything for probably about a quarter of a mile before you even get to the property. Okay. So this is not visible to the public in any way.
Okay. That was my questions.
Yeah, no, you can't see it from the road. You can't see it even when you get ready to turn down the road, because the tree lines are so thick and heavy that you can only see the 2 gates and the roads, and you have to go down and around a curve in order to actually see on the property.
And the sign will only really be visible on your property?
It's on the building, right.
But, I mean,
So
it's not even visible from outside of your property?
It's not visible from outside of my property, but from where you first turn off the road, all of that is my property, actually, from there all the way up into the rest of the property.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, one of the neighbors, when I had the survey done, I think I sent you guys a copy of the survey, a part of their backyard and pool is actually on my property all the way out to the road.
So you are having your property resurveyed to combine the lots 1 and 2 is on this, on part of the recommendations. that the property shall be resurveyed so that the shed currently on Lot 2 and the residence on Lot 1 are on the same lot of record within 2 years.
Yes. Yes,
Do
I'm
you have
willing
any
to comply
questions,
with that.
Tim?
As a matter of fact, the house in and of itself was only on 5 acres. And so I actually did the building and the house to make it a total of 11.2 acres to separate it from the other 26 acres.
Any other questions?
Not for me.
Okay, thank you, sir. Is anyone here that also would like to speak in support of this or in opposition? Please give us your name and address.
Okay, I'm Marla Townsend, 6740 Newcastle Road. And welcome to the neighborhood. I have, around 2010, I started a neighborhood watch. And our concern with the area is Jackson Road, which is the main road right there, is a cut through for a lot of people, a lot of families coming through from Pinson, Trussville area toward Gardendale, that area. I assume you guys received a video of Jackson Road showing that cars lined up the entire way. Is there a way for me to put it up on the screen?
Michael?
I have it on the phone. Can you send it to yourself? Could I show it to you guys?
Sure. Is that okay?
Sure. This was sent from a neighbor to me.
Come on in here.
Second. Jackson Road,
Oh, my goodness.
cars parked for over a mile on the left and right of the road.
When was this?
June 2nd, 2024. The first party that
Has this been consistent or anything since then?
there was another party that was, we received word that was lined up in July, and I'm not sure if that,
July, this last
July
night?
2024,
Oh,
2024.
okay.
Yeah.
So this has been a year, and there's been none since then, right?
That we've been aware of, something I think someone got involved in. Yeah. So that's the main concern, is the safety for the people that are on the road, and is this business involving anything along those lines?
Okay, for my understanding pertaining to this business, then no, there won't be any traffic from this business.
And the fact that should we approve it, the zoning board of adjustment is going to exercise the privilege to reconsider this case should there be sufficient concern to the public or the staff of this.
Thank you.
Of any kind of violation for zoning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hameen, would you like to step forward again?
Just as the young lady said earlier, this was a year or so ago, just as I stated when I was up here, that none of that activity or renting anything goes there. That's full-time residence for me. As it relates to the car lot in and of itself, like I said, it's pretty much an online situation, but I have to have a building in order to make that happen. Right. So no one can say that there's been any type of activity since last year, because there hasn't been.
Well, I am curious, like when you did have that, why was everybody parked on the street? Why weren't they parked on your property?
Now that I have no idea. A lot of times people can't even find the property. As a matter of fact, someone from the county came out there a month or so ago and was having trouble finding it and had to call me on the phone to get down into it, to where the property is.
Well, they found it by walking, I guess.
Well, I don't know about walking it.
I mean, if they parked on the road and that's where they were going,
right.
I'm going to say they found it by walking.
Oh,
There was a
I'm
gate
sure,
open
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any questions on it, Andre?
No, this was last year.
Yeah. So your intention is not to have any more of those
Absolutely.
events? Yeah.
No, ma'am.
because it will be monitored, and we may bring this up again another time on it.
Right. Well, nobody got involved before. It's just that I just decided not to do it anymore. It seemed to have caused more trouble than the intent was never to cause any discord with neighbors or anyone. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even aware that it would be that way, to be honest with you.
Well, because you weren't zoned for events, and also since you were charging on this. Okay. Anyone else that wants to come speak in opposition or opposed to it? And ma'am, I assume you knew of these, all this petition of the people. And were they also concerned about the parking? Is that the main thing, was the parking on that road?
Okay, so I'm aware of it, but I
Oh,
don't know.
please step forward. I'm sorry.
Will.
I'm aware of some of the people
Yeah.
doing a petition, but I'm not sure. I did not
Yeah.
speak with them personally.
And we did get some individual letters as well.
Yes,
so.
on that. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay. If there's no one else to speak in favor or in opposition, this public hearing is now closed. If there are no other questions or comments from board members, may I have a motion from the board?
Madam Chair, I motion that we approve A250026.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, excuse me.
With the stipulation.
With the stipulations, yeah.
Stipulation.
Yeah.
You got to read all those stipulations. Okay. Do you want me to or you? Is it okay if I recite them, or does he need to? Okay. Please listen to this. If the vote is for approval, this is with stipulations. 1, no more than 5 vehicles involved with the business shall be visible on the property at any time. No more than 2 persons who are not members of the resident family shall be on the premises at any time relative to the business. Any employment shall be limited to members of the family residing in the dwelling on Lot 1 of the Justice Family Lot 2 subdivision as recorded in Mount Book 247, page 70 in the office of the Jefferson County Judge of Probate, Birmingham Division. 4, the variance shall expire upon expiration of the business license issued for the property. 5, at no point shall the business be in operation if the business owner does not reside on the same lot of record or on Lot 1 of the Justice Family Lot 2 lot subdivision. 6, the property shall be resurveyed so that the shed currently on Lot 2 and residents on Lot 1 are on the same lot of record within 2 years. 7, the business operation shall be monitored and reviewed by staff. The Board of Zoning Adjustment may exercise the privilege to reconsider the case should there be sufficient concern of staff or the public to do so. And let's see, I believe, the other page too, or just, so in that. Now, since we've stated it, that if it is voted to approve it, it will be with those stipulations. Okay. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any against? Okay, your variance has been approved
You have
with.
to say aye as well, because you're.
Oh, aye, aye.
There was a motion, but there wasn't a second.
Oh, you didn't second it, I'm
second.
sorry. Okay, second.
Now you can carry on.
It's in order.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And it was aye. Okay, therefore, the variance, Mr. Hameen, has been approved with those stipulations, with understanding it will be monitored. Okay, thank you. Okay, and now we have case number A25007, property owners TDG Lakecrest LLC, applicant Stephen Fitzgerald. Would staff please present this case?
Yes, ma'am. This is a variance to allow a 58-foot square foot projecting wall sign with internal illumination for an apartment complex that is currently under construction. It's in R4 zoning district. Like I said, there's an apartment complex under construction right now on the property. It's 32.76 acres. As you can see by our zoning map, it's surrounded, it's an isolated tract of land in the middle of Hoover city limits. Like I say, the property is bound by I-459 to the south and completely surrounded by the territory within the city of Hoover. This property was rezoned R4 on February the 7th, 1995, with a restricted covenant requiring that no residence shall be located farther than 1,000 feet from a fire hydrant. In 2003, a portion of the property bordering I-459 was rezoned C1 with covenants that include a clause requiring the reversion of the property zoning if no development took place within 1 year. No development took place, therefore the zoning was reverted back to R4. Section in your booklet up there, section 701.01 outlines the regulations for signs in A1 zoning. There's no hardship in this case. The county zoning resolution does not allow for projecting wall signs in R4 district. If the sign were attached to the wall and without internal lighting, there would be no need for this variance. The unincorporated parcel is bound again by I-459 to the southwest and otherwise again surrounded by Hoover. Alternatively, the surrounding zoning in Hoover is either C2 or I-1 light industrial, and according to their zoning regulations, the C2 zoning will only allow for one building wall sign not to exceed 20 sign face feet, and the Hoover I-1 zoning would allow an attached building side with the size of 60 square feet for a building this size. There's no mention of illumination in their zoning regulations. You can see the sign. Again, we determined that there will be no hardships, no change in character of the area for this sign as it is. You won't be able to see the sign off far away from the property. Right here is how it would look on the face of the apartment complex. Bear in mind that it is on an apartment complex with the face there, and as you face the building, that writing which you really probably couldn't be able to read either would be there. Therefore, staff recommends approval for A250027.
Thank you. Okay, does any member of the board have questions for staff or the applicant regarding this case?
No.
Okay, then at this time we would like to open a public hearing regarding this item. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak in opposition or in support of this request? If so, please step forward and give us your name and address.
My name is Stephen Fitzgerald. Address is 195 Ben Burton Circle, Bogart, Georgia, 30622. As the gentleman stated, we do not technically qualify for a hardship. I do appreciate your support in hopefully allowing us to install this sign, as we've put in several hours of legwork to find out that maybe we may have interpreted some stuff a little bit differently than it was intended. So, if you have any other questions about the sign or
Y'all have any questions?
The sign is already installed?
no, sir.
Okay.
Just some internal stuff to support it, should we have been allowed. We did that several months ago in preparation. So,
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Anyone here to speak in opposition to it? Okay, if not so, the public hearing is now closed. If there are no other questions or comments from the board members, may I have a motion from the board?
Madam Chair, I motion that we approve A250027.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Your variance has been granted. Okay, and that concludes Oh, yeah, we are. I just didn't know if people. Okay. Have all members of the board had a chance to review the case materials and minutes from the July 28th, 2025 hearing that were sent to us electronically? Have y'all had
Yes.
a chance to? Okay. Well, then may I have a motion from the board regarding the minutes from the July 28th, 2025 hearing?
Madam Chair, I vote that we approve the minutes for July.
A motion. Okay, second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, then the minutes have been approved as stated, and our meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Oh, this pen's running out. Is this your pen? It's not running too well. Is there any other?